So another thing, if I say, instead of hydrogen chloride, if I give NH3 plus HBr, and you know bromine is lower than Cl in the periodic table, and bromine atoms are chlorine is 35.5, whereas bromine is 18, so it's heavier, so it will form ammonium bromide. And where you expect to form the white ring if HBr reacts with the same ammonia? If it is HBr, and if this one is ammonia, then where you expect the ring to form? Eta say A, and eta say B, and eta say C. Which one? A, B, or C? Where do you expect to form the ring? Anyone can answer.
Sir, bromine ki heavier.
Heavier. এই যে দেখো,
আমি তো A হবে।
এই যে দেখো, এটা bromine is 18. You are saying A হবে. Very good job. So the ring will form closer to the HBr end than the reaction with HCl. So these concepts are very important. They will ask. Okay, so what we said, ammonia gas is reacting with HCl gas to form ammonium chloride. So that is the thing. So again, ammonia and HBr if reacts, so ammonia and hydrogen bromide gas will react together from ammonium bromide. That's why the name is given, ammonium bromide. Okay, fine. Diffusion through liquid. Again, if you put a small jar strongly colored solution and rest of the thing is water, then you will see the color will slowly diffuse throughout the water, but it will take maybe two or more days for the uniform distribution of the color throughout the liquid. So what we conclude from here, in liquid, particles diffuse less than in gas, right?
Yes.
In liquid, particles diffuse less, slowly, more slowly, and particles in gas. So it's written here as well. This is because the particles in a liquid move or diffuse more slowly than the particles in the gas. So that is it. So up to this, if you understand, we'll be very happy. And this one is not required. Don't study. It's not required. So it's done so far. So far, so good. You see, egulo amra shob complete korchi, even from this book. If you see, same thing given. So ice melts, then water evaporates, boils, ice, water, steam. So that is it. A closer look at gases. We have explained this diffusion experiment is still is there everywhere, huh? Everywhere, same thing, ammonia and HCl gas diffusion. One thing is important. If you do this experiment at 25 degrees centigrade temperature, then you say it will take, say, 1 minute to form the ring. But if you do the same experiment at 50 degrees centigrade, how many minutes it will take? Can you tell me? Less or more?
25 degrees 1 minute lagbe.
Say, for example,
2 minutes lagbe 50 degrees.
50 ডিগ্রিতে কত মিনিট লাগবে? Less, more? If we diffuse less, very good. If we increase the temperature, the particles will move faster. So ammonia particles will move faster and HCl will move faster. So it will take less time to form the white smoke or white ring. Is it clear? So temperature increases the rate of diffusion. That's what I want to say. higher the temperature, the faster a gas will diffuse. Fine. So now you can answer anything from here, and this is the end of the chapter. According to this book, just I will discuss one last thing, which is the difference between boiling and evaporation, which I left. Then the chapter will be finished. Everything is done. You can check back, you can do the checkpoints, or you can do the checkups. So according to your wish, you can do. Okay. All of these things are done. So just check back whether you can solve from any of the book, any of the book. Just do them. Okay, difference between boiling and evaporation. Let us start. Whiteboard. Please write it down. Very, very important. Can you see my whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us start. So boiling and evaporation. So boiling and evaporation. Take the points. Evaporation. So in boiling, fixed temperature is required. Evaporation can occur at any temperature. What is evaporation? And try to understand what is boiling and evaporation. If we give the example of liquid water, in order to boil liquid water, you need to give exactly 100 degrees centigrade temperature or more. So you will get water is boiling and water is leaving your pot and it is turning to steam. But evaporation, see, if you just put a cup of water in an open place, then after 1 week you will see that water is gone, even though you didn't give any temperature. That's evaporation. Sir,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for boiling, fixed temperature is required. For evaporation, it can occur at any temperature. So this is number 1 point. Number 1 point. Number 1. Okay. Okay. Okay, next point. You see, number 2. In boiling, particles turn vapor or gas from any part of the liquid, from any part, bottom, top, middle, from any part, particles can evaporate. Number 2, for evaporation is different. Only surface particles evaporate. Surface particles evaporate. Turn to gas, you can write. Turns vapor, you can write. Turns vapor. Right? Fine. Do you understand? Why surface particles turns vapor? Because only surface particles, surface of the liquid, the very surface of the liquid, they will get more kinetic energy from the environment. They will get more kinetic energy and they will evaporate first, and then the next layer, and then the next layer. That's how it goes. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is number 2. Number 3 is bubbles form. In boiling, you will see bubbles are forming, but in evaporation, no bubbles form. just they will escape very gently without noticing you. You will just see after 1 week, nothing is left inside your glass or cup. But if you boil water, you will see there will be vibration, there will be boiling, and bubbles will form, and eventually they will evaporate. So that is basically the difference between boiling and evaporation. These are the three differences, and will be enough. Done? Took the note? Sadika, took your note?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. ঠিক আছে, তাহলে আমাদের এই চ্যাপ্টারটা শেষ হয়ে গেল, ফার্স্ট চ্যাপ্টার। So let me give you some works. If you try from this book and that book, it will be good. If you are, if you can do. Number one, we have done from this book. Number one, we have done, it's done. Number two, you can do at home. And number 2C, I have explained just now, the difference between boiling and evaporation. Number 3, we have completed some, so you can do the rest, C, D. And number 4, the diffusion experiment, there are some questions you can answer, I think. And don't try even number 5. Number 5 is not yours. This we will do later on. Solubility we did not discuss yet. We will not discuss now. So states of matter or particulate nature of matter, which is mentioned in other books, is done. So this is one, what you can do from this book. Or if you try from this book, I think you should try the checkpoints, or directly you can start checkups on chapter 1. Or if you have any other book given in your school, then solve those questions. The same thing will be again and again mentioned in many books, but you don't need to do all. But if you just see and you do, that's not bad, that is good. But these questions from chapter 1, page number 14, you can try. And if you find difficulties of in any of the questions, especially this melting and boiling point curve, cooling curve, or heating curve, we can discuss. But first do and come with your questions, solve them. And whatever you do, please, in whatever book from whatever book you do, please submit in your Google Classroom. I'll check your homework. This chapter is done. Any question? Any question, anyone? আজকে কি ইন্টারনেট কানেকশন খুব প্রবলেম নাকি উত্তরাতে? Taharat, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, please then submit your work, everyone. Submit your work at Google Classroom. We'll see you in the next class, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, sir.
Walaikum assalam, sir.
Thank you.